Namaste, people. Thank you for logging in. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for watching Maithreya. Today, I'm extremely happy and excited and also a little nervous because my teacher is here today. She's Miss Supriya Sinha. She is MSc graduate. It's been 5 years since she's in the field of yoga therapy. I need to say specifically yoga therapy. She is a professional and also expert in handling cases with asthma, spinal disorders, cancer, Parkinson's, PCOD. A lot of other credentials will be given later. So with a very, very warm welcome. Thank you, Supriya, for coming in. So I will not be calling you ma'am now. So it is just Supriya.
Okay.
So thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for inviting me here.
Thank you. So coming to the first question, I would ask everybody this. What is your idea of yoga?
In my opinion, yoga is like a software, software for the body, just like the computer. Okay, so it has antivirus, right, to protect it.
Yes.
So the same way for our body and for our mind, it's yoga which protects us. Because it works from a very subtle level. Okay, from cellular level it starts, then it shows up. So once a person starts doing yoga, so you can see the difference in few weeks. So the difference is not just that it is seen in the the symptoms. Suppose a person is having some health issues, and he will start seeing the changes. And also a healthy person, so in order to maintain his body, the systems inside the body, I think yoga is one of the best tool to maintain it.
I think you are the first one to give me an example relating yoga to a software. Oh God, yes, that's actually relatable. Whatever you said about antivirus, that's so true. How did you get this idea in your head?
Because from my teachers, I heard about, they explained about yoga, and also in Bhagavad Gita, yoga karmasu kaushalam, like yoga is excellence in work. True. Yoga means, yoga is also a trick to calm the mind. So many things. So for a person to explain him what yoga is, sometimes, the scriptures, sometimes the people who are atheists, just for example, they don't understand. Correct. When we give such examples. So even I was thinking that what actually yoga is, because I wanted to experience it, because it is solving so many problems in a very simple way. So then I could relate to it, in technical terms, I came up with this explanation that yoga is this can be explained in this way too.
Yes, very well said. Well, coming back to your childhood and your inclination towards spirituality, yoga, I also know you're into astrology because you do a lot of research on astrology, and I've also heard from my classmates and colleagues that you are good at it. I mean to say, how passionate are you to know about different science, different life sciences in life?
Like coming from my childhood, my mother is spiritual. Even my father. Okay. My father is not that religious, but he's very spiritual, because there's a difference between being spiritual and being religious.
Yes,
right?
true. Yes.
Spiritual, it reflects in the way of life, how you live.
Yes.
So the certain things he used to teach us, the yama niyamas in the Ashtanga yoga, true. Ahimsa, Satya, Brahmacharya, yes. All these points, right? So those kind of messages my father used to tell us. Like, for example, don't take money for something which you have not done.
Correct.
If you are taking money for some work, make sure you are doing it properly.
True.
So it's such kind of education like my father had instilled in us. And regarding astrology, it is just I don't know how. Since childhood I was just interested, but my father doesn't believe it at all.
Okay.
So because even I was like I was fascinated, to know about what will happen next, because I'm a planner. I like to plan, and I want to have, of course, not all the plans are successful, but sometimes it's my personality that I want to plan and live my life accordingly.
True.
So that's how I felt if I know something about my personality, maybe accordingly I can take up something. So like that astrology, I was a bit inclined towards it. Then later I did some research. First study I did on myself only.
Okay.
I read my own chart and everything. So that's how like I got to know that okay, these are the certain things, which are, it is said, right, what is meant to happen will happen.
True.
So,
Yes.
yeah, so in the chart it is same like that. It's the basic science, it is there. So there I could apply yoga. Okay. So sometimes we feel very heartbroken.
True.
Sometimes we feel very down. So at that time yoga has helped me a lot, to, instead of depending on somebody else, or being inclined towards something or anything, I have tried to find answers from within.
Yes.
And yoga has helped me a lot, in a way that because I have practiced, and when you keep practicing yoga, when in not just asanas, everything, the values, the principles, when you start practicing it, you are able to use it in different life situations.
True. Yes.
So that's how knowing that, oh, this is the problem there is in my chart. Okay, I have to be more determined. I have to be more disciplined. If I'm lazy, I remind myself, no, you're not supposed to do like that. Suppose some people are there. Of course, I used to criticize myself a lot. Self-criticism is, one of the dangerous things one can do to themselves. And since childhood, I have been criticizing myself a lot. Till date, I do it sometimes.
What is it that you criticize? Because you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you're successful, you're happy, you're liked by everybody. I mean, I don't understand as to why you had this thing of criticizing yourself.
Because I want things to be perfect. But perfection cannot be achieved.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm doing something in this way, I want it to be, to be done in a more better way.
Okay.
So if I'm not doing it in that expectation, I set rules for myself. I set expectations for myself. So those expectations sometimes, they motivate me. Sometimes they demotivate me. So end of the day, most of the times I, criticize myself. Oh, I'm not good with this. What will happen and all that. So I criticize a lot. So sometimes, I'm a bit lazy. Sometimes I tend to be a bit lazy. So although my mind says that you're not supposed to be lazy, you should get up. Sometimes you have to fight with yourself.
Correct.
So
yes.
I did not like myself being so lazy.
Okay.
So then if I relate this with the astrology thing, so I could see that I am lazy.
Okay.
So what I should be doing. So I just, sit and start doing some breathing practices, and I just walk. So certain things I do, so I get up, I try to, make myself, kind of, you have to, get up and do this work.
Push yourself
so
to
I
a little.
instruct myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And also like my mother, she used to tell that whatever you say, whatever you say, whatever you talk, you should be very careful. Because it is believed, like what she said, she told me that like Saraswati, she's
True.
there in our
Yes.
this one. So that's why you should be not scolding or anything like that.
So, yes, Supriya, since both of us are in the same field as yoga therapy right now, I find it extremely difficult to make people understand that this is a therapy. It's not just regular yoga or physical exercise. Sometimes I just, lose it. Telling that, yes, this is a different approach. It works. Have patience, be calm. And it takes a lot of effort for us to convince that it is not a regular yoga exercise, right? So how do you deal with participants? How do you deal with clients who come in with this attitude?
Okay. Like, why such mindset is there? Because what they see in the TV or in, social media page like Instagram, Facebook, people, when they do yoga, first thing is they will show their flexibility first,
Correct.
and
Yes.
how the complex asanas they are doing. So if
Yes.
one is doing complex asana, that means he is doing yoga. So that's what the mindset has become. So the people who are older, they think that we can follow the TV, whatever they show, and that much is required because I cannot do all the twisting and bendings.
Correct.
And
Yes.
all the youngsters, they are like, until and unless I do this dynamic practice, that means I'm not doing yoga.
True.
Okay, so the definition or the meaning of yoga asanas has been kind of, it has kind of changed. Okay,
True.
so because everything has a trend. So now trend is different. So there was a trend where, yoga was, what to say, whenever somebody told that I'm practicing yoga, the first thing would come in their mind is that, oh, somebody sitting under the tree with the chin mudra,
Yes.
closing
Meditating.
eyes,
Yes.
meditating, that is yoga. Okay, that was the what is a notion, or that if somebody said I'm practicing yoga, that first impression would come. Now, if we say, if somebody says I'm practicing yoga, oh, you can do handstand, oh,
Handstand. Yes.
yeah, you can do all the complex asana. Are you that flexible? Can you do all the complex? I cannot do. Can you please teach me?
Correct.
So they directly, the impression has become that. But as I have told you before, yoga, works from the cellular level.
True.
I'm not saying, the research has said. The research says it. So that's why, just like for a habit, it takes time, right, to build a habit.
True.
Some books they mention it takes 21 days to build a habit, right?
Yes.
So now people, they don't understand it will take that much of time to reach that level.
Yes. Yes.
On the first or second day, they want to reach that level. That oh, I want that habit to be part of my life. It is not possible. Okay.
But when people come in for yoga therapy, well, they will have ailments like diabetes or spinal problems, but still they don't know that yoga therapy works differently. They compare yoga therapy to physiotherapy. And also in this medical field, they think, yes, physiotherapy comes above yoga therapy, but that is reverse. Yoga therapy comes before anything else. That's what we all know, right? It works from the mind level. So how do you convince the clients?
Yeah, like according to my experience, yoga therapy is yet to get that recognition of any other different therapy. So here you are voluntarily relaxing your mind and body. If we ask somebody, sir, you have, or ma'am, you have to take rest. You need rest. You need to, what to say, get relaxation. Ma'am, I sleep 8 hours in a day. 8 hours sleep I get, 9 hours deep sleep I get. But actually, they will not be getting deep sleep.
Correct.
Deep sleep is where you don't dream.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So that rest is different. Okay. So here in yoga therapy, the most fundamental thing is that the person is instructing himself to slow down his mind, slow down the thoughts. Okay,
True.
slow down the thoughts. How? We cannot stop the thoughts. Okay. Thoughts will come and go.
True.
So the thing is here, he is trying to, like, we ask them to focus on their breathing. So what will happen is thoughts are still present when they're focusing on the breathing, but the focus shifts.
Correct.
From the thought to the breathing. Okay, because when it is in the thought, it's not always pleasant thoughts, which will be present.
It's also disturbing thoughts.
Most of the time it is disturbing thoughts.
True.
You see, the tendency of human being is now they're happy, right? After some time they will think, next, what is lacking in my life?
Exactly. So true. Yes.
Okay. What is lacking in my life? I have to achieve something so that,
and I don't have that, I don't have this, start comparing.
Yeah. So that happiness, which suppose they achieved that, so that happiness will last for some time. Then they will think about the next.
Correct.
So this next thing they are doing it. What is happening is their mind, their everything, the systems in the body. See, the mind and the breath is directly related.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I've seen that when you are, and also you can observe by yourself, when you are thinking a lot, your breathing to be faster.
Fast. Yes.
Yes. And that's why the first thing they say that relax, calm down. Take a deep inhalation, deep exhalation.
True.
Follow that instruction, deep inhalation, deep exhalation.
Yes.
The minute when you are tense, the minute you take a deep inhalation and exhalation, the body kind of, settles.
Correct.
Little bit.
Yes.
Not much. Okay.
And also the thoughts slow down.
Yeah. For this fraction of seconds, the focus shifts. And you see the person is relaxed for some time.
Correct. Yes.
Just imagine if you are maintaining that relaxation for an hour. Right?
Yes.
So that's what brings, changes in the systems in the body.
Correct.
Okay.
Also, coming back to your own story, I mean to say own experience, you have handled patients with cancer, Parkinson's, asthma. So I have seen you when you're giving instructions, you have that tremendous faith and confidence. So you do not doubt yourself at all. So yes. How do you manage to do that? Because I have seen a couple of my friends and also therapists who are established, when they are giving instructions, somewhere I don't see that level of faith. And so that transcends to the participant also. So what I'm trying to ask you is, whatever faith or confidence you have, that transcends to the participant, that transcends to the client or the patient, right?
This has come because I have studied and I have researched. I have studied all the research papers where it is proven. If it was not proven, then even you would not see that confidence in me.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. It is because it is very important for a person, a professional, be it in any field, okay, who has to be who has to keep reading about the sources, different sources, like what is happening, what is not happening. So during when I was doing a master's degree, first of all, when they said that certain practices will bring certain changes, first I did not believe. The first thing, if you tell something to me, I will question how.
How? Why? What?
How?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. How it happened. Okay. Because there should be certain way, because I don't believe blindly anything. Okay. There should be a logical reason. Then only I believe. So I'll give you a small example. My father, he in 2018, he got an autoimmune disease. Okay, so his kidneys got affected.
Okay.
So after that, he came to Bangalore. He got treated. The doctor also advised him to do yoga and told him not to see TV and practice.
Okay.
So luckily, I was there at home. So my father was taking a medicine. So that medicine is to regulate the kidneys. Okay. But because of that medicine, he got hypertension. His blood pressure would rise. Okay. And to balance that, bring that blood pressure down, he used to take another medicine.
Okay.
Okay, he's not a person with hypertension, but because it is secondary, it is an induced hypertension because of the medicine he was getting it.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I just wanted to check that. Let's see, because the clients or the participants where I dealt when I dealt with them, so they were already hypertensive. Like, they had hypertension from the beginning. It was primary.
Okay.
But this one is induced.
Oh,
So first
okay.
time, like, my father is the first case which I handled with which he had induced hypertension. So what happened is I asked him to do Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama.
Okay.
Which is also known as Anulom Vilom. So that practice I asked him to do for 9 rounds. Before the practice, I checked his blood pressure. Okay. So I still remember it was 167 by I think 110.
Okay.
Something like that. It was high.
High.
So then what happened is after 9 rounds of pranayam, Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, I asked him to do sectional breathing and okay, all 9 rounds. After that, I immediately checked. It just came down, -10 of the upper, the lower value.
Oh my God! It is sometimes it's like a miracle, right?
Yeah, 135. Okay, 135 by 85.
Wow! It's for just 9 rounds of Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
my
yes.
God! That's commendable. And also, see that the reason I asked you this is, with any ailment, I mean, any participant, if they come to you, or any client who come to you, the first thing you will say, yes, it can be managed. You will be out of that disease. Trust me. So all these things are important for a therapist to have that confidence in ourselves, right? So it's not like, let's try out, let's work out and see. There is nothing like that with you. When I say, it makes a difference. I have also started, talking in that manner to all the clients and to all my participants as to, yes, this is not a big issue. It can be managed. So that confidence is important, right?
Yes. Yes. When you know the technique, when you know the fundamental thing, which will work.
True.
You know that is the thing which is required. And when you give the practice, this will happen. Scientifically, if I say, like the nervous system, parasympathetic and the sympathetic.
Okay.
Sympathetic is when we are active. Sympathetic when we are active, parasympathetic when we are not active.
Correct.
When these two things are imbalanced, then it causes all the the adrenal gland to secrete the cortisol.
True.
So all these hormones get disturbed and stress hormones are released. So this breathing is directly related to our nervous system.
Correct. Yes.
So first we target is the breathing.
Breathing. True. Yes.
When you target the breathing, because this is something which we can feel. What is happening inside our nervous system we cannot see.
Correct.
We do feel okay, we will feel very active or we'll feel very drowsy or lazy or sometimes balanced. So that is just a feeling, but here this is like you can sense it.
Correct.
So first you are addressing your breathing. That is the first way to deal with your nervous system. So when you know this, secret, it's like open
Correct.
secret.
Yes.
Know the secret, you will find solution for everything.
Also, I remember, Supriya, you told us a case of a lady with cancer, and she was worried about hair loss.
Yes.
And finally, after the therapy, she was amazed to see that she didn't lose much hair. Can you tell a little more on this?
Yeah. So she is in second stage.
Okay.
Okay. So I started giving yoga therapy to her. So before that, she was diagnosed with this cancer in her uterus. So she had to take chemotherapy.
Chemotherapy. Okay.
And at that time, she was 85. 85 years. Okay. So she used to go for this sittings, chemotherapy sittings. And the effects of chemotherapy. The first thing is hair loss.
Yes.
Then becomes very weak. So these are the side effects which you get. What happened with her is that, along with I will tell you frankly, I was not sure that because she was the first client which had this, and I was dealing for the first time.
Okay.
So I was not completely sure that it will reduce, the spread, the cancer will stop spreading.
Correct.
I was not completely confident on that.
Okay.
But I was very much sure that if she takes yoga therapy, the symptoms or something, if the growth is bit faster, it will slow down.
Slow down. Yes.
I was confident in that. Okay. So along with the chemotherapy, she continued the yoga therapy. So after I think 6 months, the chemotherapy was done. The only side effect she felt was loose motion.
Okay.
That's it. No hair loss, nothing.
Oh my God.
I was like shocked.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I know it really works from the mind level. Seriously.
Yeah. She was 85 at that time. So, right, they tend to lose hair.
Of course,
Even
anybody
who takes chemotherapy,
True.
they were. And in between, I had gone home, so the therapy was discontinued. Also, since she is old and nobody is there to at least do the basic practices, so it had completely stopped. So again, the cancer was kind of spreading.
Okay.
So then again, I came back to Bangalore. Again, I started giving therapy. Since 2 years, whatever it is there, it is there. It is not spreading at all.
True.
And she's not taking chemotherapy, nothing.
That's really great, actually. Yeah, I wanted to hear that from you. Now coming back,
very much convinced, more convinced that, and also build up my confidence level. Like yoga is magic. I tell everybody, yoga is magic. It's just you should know how to use the magic.
True. Very, very well said. Now coming back to your classes, your training and your students. So I did know that you attended the 1008 Suryanamaskara. How did you train your students for that massive breakthrough in the workout regime?
Okay. For that, more than physical fitness, it's the determination.
Yes,
which
so
is
true.
required. How excited or how determined you are.
I know. After the 1008 Surya Namaskaras, I did see the pics. Oh my God, that's such a relief on their faces. Oh yes.
Yeah. Because it was continuous. We started at 4:30 in the morning and ended at 8:30. So after 1.5 hours, they would give break for only 5 minutes, not more than that.
Okay. So is there a particular diet that you follow?
Well, I followed intermittent fasting.
Okay.
And even to my students, along with yogasanas, I recommended them to practice intermittent fasting.
Okay.
Because the science of fasting is that the body regains its energy. Okay. Yes. Because the systems, if you keep when we eat, the system is working.
True.
Okay, I have to process the blood supply during digestion. The blood supply will be more towards the stomach, so the digestion is proper. So everything is like working. Okay. Correct. So when you don't eat, it's like they kind of what to say, calm down. Calm down is not the proper word.
Maybe it's rejuvenate, like revitalize.
Yeah, you are not giving them additional work. They will do their own work, what is required, secretion of hormones or enzymes, everything will keep happening. But you are not giving additional work. Correct. So when you are not doing that, the body calms down, it settles down. Then again it rejuvenates. Then again you feel very energetic. If you do intermittent fasting in the right way, you feel more energetic. You never feel lethargic.
Very true.
So to my students, I made sure that we practice Suryanamaskara, and the main thing is the breathing. When you focus on the breathing, you never get tired.
Correct. So true. Yes.
So what happens is during asanas, I'm very, very sure the ones who are practicing, okay, tell them. And even me sometimes, when I'm doing some asanas, not all the time I'm focusing on the breathing.
Correct.
Okay? Because I have to, suppose Paschimottanasana, the forward. Okay? I have to improve the flexibility. Okay? I'll take the concentration on my hamstrings, on my lower back.
Correct. True.
Okay? Then, if I stay in that posture for a long time, then I bring my attention to my
breathing. Correct.
So, while doing the Suryanamaskara, one trick I told them is focus on the breathing to see how it goes. So, I concentrated on their core, core, shoulders, back, and how I made them stay in asana for a long time.
True.
Okay, that's how they could build the strength.
And what kept you going, and what made you have that determination to do this? Because usually the teachers train the students, yes, and they give a particular regime to follow, and they're there to support. But I did see you do it too. So what determination you had in your mind to achieve that?
Because it is an opportunity, because they say that when you do yoga, you become fit, you become this and that, everything. So I wanted to test my perseverance. I wanted to test the patience. So I want to test myself, how good I am, where I am. So I felt this 15 hours of Suryanamaskara was the best chance for me to test. Because all in university setting, it is exam.
Correct.
And the practical sessions.
Yes. I think this is one of an opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah, so nobody's there to test me. I have to test myself.
Yeah.
But this is something which somebody is conducting, and I had to prepare, and also my students have to prepare. So, like one of my students, I should name, her name is Bharti.
Okay.
Bharti Jatt. So, in between, I was kind of losing it. Like, where should I focus? Should I focus on my fingers? Should I focus on my core? Should I focus on breathing? Like, I was kind of losing it. I think 14th hour. Okay. And she was the one to support me.
Wow.
She was nice. Like, ma'am, you have come till here. Don't give up. Don't give up. True. I was like, Bharti, I think I'm losing it. Because it was like 14 hours we were doing it. It's only
tremendous.
5 minutes
less.
Yeah. So like I could feel the pain here, all the joints, all the muscles everywhere. Then I think it is the willpower. It was the
True.
willpower which, took me to till the last.
So good. I'm so happy. Congratulations again to you to
Thank
have
you so
achieved
much.
that. Also, coming back to our clients, many of our instructors and therapists, including me, sometimes we don't know where to draw the line. I mean to say, should we be very genuine? Should we be very professional with them? Should we be very caring? Should we have a personal connection with our clients? Should we constantly give feedback and keep in touch with whatever they are doing, or just do your job and finish it there? So how do you manage to keep your clients, in a professional manner, yet have a balance with their personal life, whatever they're going through?
Yeah. So you have to build that, rapport with your clients, where you are not too professional.
Correct.
Okay. And also you are not too friendly.
Mm.
Because what happens is when you become too friendly, they tend to become lazy.
True.
Your clients, students, they
It's
tend to become
okay.
a bit
It's like
lazy.
that attitude.
Yeah, it's okay, ma'am. Please understand. So sometimes understanding is fine, but all the time it's like it is not allowed.
Correct.
So at that time you are being very friendly, and you know that they are. What happens is sometimes the strictness, it helps them to continue the practice.
Maybe that firmness, strictness.
Yes, if you don't maintain that, they like, oh no, ma'am, I just give up. This much, not
True.
more than that.
Yeah.
Because one of my clients, she is 65. Okay, she had a problem with sciatica, and also she has ankle problem. She has a plate on her in her ankle, and also a bit of rheumatoid
arthritis.
Yeah, and bit of vertigo.
Okay. Oh
So
my
she
God.
was not able to sit down. Okay, and her hips are bit stiff.
Okay.
Since childhood, it is like that. So I gave her, simple practices to moderate practices, everything. So when I started doing teaching Surynamaskara, so at first, like she was like, after 2 rounds, ma'am, I am done. Supriya, I am done. I will stop it here. Okay. So since it was beginning, so like, okay, Amma, tomorrow one more round. Okay. So like that, I was bit kind of, like you have to know. You have to know when you have to split,
when you have to be lenient.
When you have to be tight, strict, and when you have to kind of, bit lenient. You can see with strictness, what happens is people make no, you have to do it.
True.
Okay. She got the sciatica problem because of other yoga instructor.
Oh my God.
Okay. That's that instructor, it seems like she forced her to do
they do force. Correct.
Okay. She was telling that, ma'am, I'm not able to do so. Like, no, you can do it. Because of that, she got sciatica. Okay, the sciatica nerve, she got it started pain. Okay, so that's why I know that when I should ask them to stop, when I should push them.
Correct.
So this one it comes when you are a bit empathic. You have to be empathetic.
Correct.
Empathy should be there. Your income, your earning is there. It's on site. Okay, you will get it no matter what. But more than your income, the attitude should. It's basically the attitude.
Correct. Yes.
Attitude of an instructor or therapist. What is your attitude? What is your intention? If the attitude is the person is facing this problem now, I'll make sure after 3 months this person feels better.
Correct.
When you are in that intention, everything, whatever module you make, whatever asanas, pranayama you make, it's totally focused on the betterment of his health.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. at that time you get to know how much to be professional, how much to be friendly, and how much to everything balances out.
Correct. True.
Your attitude. Attitude is the main thing. What is the purpose? Why you are giving yoga therapy?
Correct.
Because in this field, frankly saying, the first thing when I say yoga now, you earn a lot.
Exactly. And you and me know how it is to convince the client that it's just not yoga, it's a therapy.
Yeah. And also, like, people have this, if you are teaching yoga, that means you are earning a lot of money.
A lot of money. I know. If you're in health and wellness, oh, you might be rich. Of course.
Yeah. It is not always money.
Correct.
Okay. Money is there. Money is part of it. But the thing is the therapy which you are giving. So that's why if some client is, if they are not understanding what therapy is, everything.
Exactly. So, yeah. They don't. And in this instance, I would want to tell that I know, and you also know, there are many clients who have come to us telling that, ma'am, there are free classes going on in the ashram or in the park or in the institute. Why would I want to pay you 500 rupees or 600 rupees per session? So that's a little frustrating for us because we do so much in bringing up the module and a plan and all that. So how do you deal with such situations?
So the people who are teaching in park, okay, they know just the
basics
basic practices.
Correct.
Basic practices. They don't know the mechanism at all. They don't know. We just know that we should be practicing yoga. I know this is the method. That's it. Okay. They don't put that much effort.
Correct.
And they don't know the side effects. Effects. See, yoga is very helpful. At the same time, when it is not done correctly,
it can damage. Very, yes.
Yeah, very, very dangerous.
Yes.
So, since some people they practice yoga in park or some just take few classes. True. They start getting pain.
Exactly. Yes.
At that time they blame. Oh, I'm doing yoga. That's why I got knee pain.
I know.
That's why I got knee pain. I got back pain. Now I will not continue yoga. Yes, they're right. Because the person who are teaching them, they're not professionals.
Correct. And each body is different and each,
Yeah, like pharmacy, there's a difference, right? When we go to the doctor, get a prescription and take the medicine.
Correct.
Versus when we go to the in pharmacy and tell that, oh, I have got this pain, give me a tablet.
Yeah.
There's a difference, right? There will be a risk. So 100%. Yoga therapists are like these doctors, where they are telling that these are the certain practices you are supposed to do. Okay, and people who don't understand things, we have to explain them, in a scientific way.
True, and also they're ready to invest on medicines, on medical doctors and other people, whereas they can have investing their half of whatever they're investing to with yoga and with guaranteed results. I mean to say.
Yeah. I can say that any disease, okay, yoga will not completely cure, or it will not completely, what you say,
eradicate.
Suppose eradicate the problem, but it will make sure that symptoms are reduced. It will make sure the medicine which you are taking is reduced.
True.
Yes, it will make sure that at least today, if you are doing some activity, you are able to do it properly.
Correct.
At least.
Yes.
So I can guarantee that with yoga practices, when it is done properly and under the guidance of professionals, I can guarantee that anybody having any problem, because people who are having health ailments, they do not enjoy their life.
Correct.
They cannot enjoy the food. Even while sleeping, even while walking, they feel the pain.
Correct.
So immediately some take painkillers, some are not supposed to take painkillers and everything. So here, this is a tool which will help you, which will assist you to live a good life.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Diabetes, it will not completely eradicate the diabetes. It will be there. Okay. But if you're taking injection, insulin, if you're taking insulin, it will make sure you don't take it.
Correct.
It will make sure your pancreas is kind of, it is working properly.
Yeah. Insulin. Yeah.
Yeah. True. So the pancreas and other body, whatever secretions, why the ailment has happened? Because some working in the body is not happening properly.
True.
Okay, the systems are not working properly. That's why some ailment has, showed up.
Correct.
The reason is the reasons, the reason behind it is that problem. The thing was happening since a long time.
Yes. Yes.
Slowly, when it got severe, then later it showed up in the body.
Correct.
Later you realize, oh, I have got this problem.
Also, yeah, very well said. Also, coming back to yoga instructors who claim themselves as therapists and also do distinctive or significant damage to people who go to them. I mean, it's so difficult for us when they come to us to understand or to make them realize that, yes, this is the path. So requesting all people who are in yoga claiming they can treat any disease or they can eradicate anything, do not do that, because it's difficult for others who are in the same field to get over such things.
And also, you're not authorized.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
First thing is that you are not authorized
yes.
to give therapy. Because then it would be a yoga therapist course or something like that.
True.
See, what you learn in 3 months, what you will learn. Suppose that 1 month course is there, yoga instructor's course.
Correct. Okay? Yes.
Then you just learn the alignments, right, of the asanas.
Correct.
And how you should be doing pranayama. And basics that who should not do, who should do everything.
Correct.
So the basic things you learn. First of all, you have to practice, right?
Exactly.
Then those things you have to learn. But in yoga therapy, when you do a degree, okay, MSc yoga therapy, or if you do bachelor's in naturopathy and yogic science,
yes,
where the doctor, the yogic doctors,
you're equipped with yes.
They spend 5 years. Okay, so the study is more deep. Correct. Here we have to learn about the different systems in the body.
True.
Because a person who is having diabetes, it is not that he will just have diabetes. He may have hypertension. He may have thyroid.
Correct. Comorbidities.
Yes. Arthritis.
Yes.
So many comorbidities will be there.
Yes.
So because see, one thing is that for diabetes, since the person is obese, you give fast practices, dynamic.
True.
Right? So because they have to lose weight.
Correct.
But he has rheumatoid arthritis.
Oh.
What do you do in that situation?
Can't do. Yeah.
He has hypertension. You cannot give dynamic practice. What you will do?
Should be extremely careful.
Yeah. Because this hypertension and diabetes, the practices are just opposite.
True. Yes.
Opposite.
Exactly.
So how you will mix the different practices and you give it to the person is what you learn in yoga therapy, not yoga instructor's course.
Yes.
That's why it is, anybody, if you, I'm telling to the, people who are watching this interview, that if anybody comes with, yoga instructor and telling that they claim that they're a yoga therapist. First of all, you ask them what their degree is. Okay. Another thing you ask them, one simple technique is, when you will teach me Surynamaskara? Simple.
Yes.
Simple question. If the person says, ma'am or sir, I'll teach you next week. Don't worry, you will just lose weight.
Oh my God.
Okay. And lose weight or anything. I'll teach you next week. don't go to that person.
Correct. Yes. I mean, it's clear these 2 points are so precise and concise. It's simple enough for us to understand.
For the people who have health issues.
Correct.
This question is for the people who have health issues and want to take yoga therapy, and if they find a person who is a yoga instructor and claim to be yoga therapist. Suppose if you don't know, suppose you have some health issue and you don't know the person is a yoga, he may lie. There are chances, right? They claim. So this simple question you can ask, when can I do Suryanamaskara? If he says within a month or within 2 weeks, please do not
go to
that. Don't take classes. Correct. It's a request. Don't take classes. Somebody who is fit and healthy, who is doing working out and everything, for that person is different.
True.
He can learn within 2 weeks, not an issue.
Correct.
But somebody who is having health ailments, any problems in the health issues, they should not be doing.
Thank you for the clarification. True. True. Yes. One last question, Supriya. Coming to your own personality, is there a significant change before yoga and after yoga?
Very much.
Okay. What are those?
First, I will tell you that I was very sensitive. I am sensitive. I am still sensitive. Okay. But I know how to deal with the sensitivity, that hypersensitivity. And another thing is, like, I did not have control over, my food habits.
Okay.
I belong from a community. It's Vishnupriya Manipuri. So we have a dish, okay, which particularly our community we make it. No, like you will not find in South India. Okay. So when I came to Bangalore, the first thing I made sure, and my parents made sure, that I get that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just like dosa. If you love dosa, you want dosa all the time.
True.
Right? You cannot live without dosa. The same thing, that food is like that. Okay.
Yes.
So when I went to SVyasa, doing my this degree course, what happened is, first thing my parents were worried that, okay, fine, you are doing the course, but how
you get the sweet?
Manage that? What about how will you manage that craving of that food? Okay, because every day it was the same dal, rice, and sabji and roll. Morning it used to be khichdi or dosa, plain dosa, not the masala dosa, plain dosa. So one thing I learned is that when I was doing the practice, because we used to practice every day morning 5 o'clock, I had control, pratyahara, right? Pratyahara, control over the senses.
Yes.
I did not believe, how can you have control over the senses? The first result I found was I had control over my taste.
Taste, okay.
Yes. I no longer crave for anything.
Oh my God. That's an achievement.
Yes, it is. My parents were like, when I used to go to Guwahati, they used to bring that with rice and that curry in the airport, to the airport, and from there I used to eat and go home. Just imagine, just because
that is an obsession. Oh God.
Yeah, I was obsessed with it.
Oh my
God. The second year of degree, when I said that, oh, I can live without it, they did not believe. How is it possible? How did it happen?
Yeah, true. Seriously, yes. So that's a significant change.
Is one of the thing which many people are suffering.
Correct.
Binge eating. Binge eating. What is binge eating? Right? Yeah. It's the craving. So once you can have control over your cravings, I think most of the issues you can handle.
True. Yes. Thank you for that. A lot of heavy talk. So coming back to lighten this conversation, I know you're a good mimic. you sing well, you dance well, you act well. I have the list on. So it's your choice. What do you want to do to entertain a little bit?
I think I can sing.
Sing, yes. Something Manipuri or maybe Assamese, something different.
I can sing Kannada song.
Oh, sure. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can try.
Hats off to you to get Kannada so well, to speak Kannada this well. You also look like a Kannadiga. You are a South Indian now for all of us. So it's so happy that you can sing a Kannada song.
I feel that I belong here.
Yes.
So that is one sense,
100%.
I have sense of belonging in. So that's why sometimes I feel that, okay, I'm a Kannada too.
Good. Yes.
Okay, so this is one of the old song. Turu Alli Neera Hadu.
Oh wow, that is my favorite song.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite song. It's like every time I listen to this, I become very emotional. I can connect.
Oh wow, that's so nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Start. 1, 2, 3, start.
Yes.
ತುಂತುರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರ ಹಾಡು ಕಂಪನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಹಾಡು ತುಂತುರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರ ಹಾಡು ಕಂಪನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಹಾಡು ಹಗಲಿರಲಿ ಇರುಳಿರಲಿ ನೀನಿರದೆ ಹೇಗಿರಲಿ ನನ್ನ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯ ನೀ ತುಂಬಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಈ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯನು ಕಣ್ಣ ಹಾಡಂತೆ ಕಾಯುವೆನು ತುಂತುರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರ ಹಾಡು ಕಂಪನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಹಾಡು.
Yay! That was so sweet, so adorable. Thank you so much, Supriya. Supriya ma'am, for coming in today's Maithreya. I'm super honored. Thank you for giving us very, very important insights into yoga therapy, and how to take it forward for most of us. Thank you for the clarity. Thank you so much. Dhanyavadagal.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, because even I wanted to send this message to the mass, to people, and I want them to know what yoga therapy is, and also promote yoga therapy. Yes. And practice yoga therapy and stay healthy and fit.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.